I wanna play some more. Who was them doing to me? Darling, it's so plain to see. My temperature's rising, but that's not surprising when you do what you do to me. Little games are for little boys. I found out there are other joys. Mother and Josephine, Susie and Catherine, they help me in my little games.
Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. What's playing in the background is a 45 of the Yardbirds and their song Little Games. So let me turn this down. Okay, so today's video is going to be vinyl finds for November, and I'm going to start off with some VCLT that I received from Ron at Hoggy Fair Report. So I got a big stack here, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Like I said, what you heard there, that was the Yardbirds Little Games, and Ron sent that to me from VCLT's original company sleeve. He also sent this. This is a pretty cool kind of folk rock. It's a band called Bluebird and a song called Going Down. It's really good. It sounds kind of similar to the Birds, but there's like female vocals in it, and it's really good. The Bluebird. And then he sent me this, the EP. It's an EP by a band called the Freaks of Nature, and he said that this was a local band from Phoenix that's been around, and this I guess came out in the 90s, but this is pretty good. I liked it. It's kind of noisy. It kind of reminds me of Pussy Galore, and maybe a little bit of Sonic Youth in there too, like the early Sonic Youth. But yeah, pretty good stuff, the Freaks of Nature. And then he sent me some of these, some stickers here for the Grateful Dead cast. That's pretty cool. And then a couple of picture sleeves, which was really nice. And this one's really cool, the Lemon Pipers, backed with Rice's Nice and Blueberry Blue. And then this one is Neil Young, Comes a Time. So pretty cool stuff. I want to find 45s for these, see if I can find those. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. But that wasn't all he sent. He sent me 5 albums too. So first up he sent me this. It's the Head Shop. Unfortunately, I already had this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'll think of something. But really good album. And then he sent me this, the Blues Magoo's Electric Comic Book. This is an original from 1967, I believe. But yeah, I got a Sunday's reissue of this, and it sounds pretty good, but man, originals sound great. And this also came with the comic book, the Blues Magoo's Electric Comic Book, at the inside there, and then the back, some ads, and Send Away for a Lava Lamp, all kinds of stuff on there. But yeah, pretty cool. Really nice to have an original of this. I really like this album a lot. I like the garage rock sounds from the Blues Magoo's, and it's really nice to have an original of this. And then one of my favorites that he sent was this. Dream Syndicate, The Days of Wine and Roses. This is sketches for The Days of Wine and Roses. This is like, I guess, a rehearsal tape. And some of this stuff isn't on the Days of Wine and Roses album. But man, this is so good. It's just, I was blown away by this. This is just fantastic. I really, really, really like this album. They do Outside the Dream Syndicate, Last Chance for You. That's What You Always Say. That is on the first album. But the rest of these songs, I don't think they're on there. The Too Little, Too Late, Definitely Clean, Is It Rolling Bob, A Reason, and Like Mary, Outside the Dream Syndicate, Unknown Song with Lyrics, Roadrunner, and Instrumental. But it's all really good stuff from the Dream Syndicate. I had no idea about this album. I don't know, it's a record store day release from earlier this year, and I had no idea about it. But yeah, I'm so glad Ron sent this to me. Thank you so much, Ron, for this. This is a great album. And two more that he sent me. This is There's a New Dawn. This is pretty good. It's kind of a mellow psych, and it's got kind of a Doors vibe to it because the singer has like a Jim Morrison sounding voice. But it's really good. I like this a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, seeing these pictures in here of these guys, like this, they got these seats like this picture right here. This was in a Ugly Things magazine, and the caption read, "They make the music and their wives made the suits." Get a good look at that. So yeah, great stuff. Like I said, I had no idea this was as good as it is. And, you know, I thought it was going to be like soft rock or something like that. But no, it's pretty good. It's kind of on the light side of psychedelic, but it's really, really good. And the last one he sent me here, this is The Common People, of the people, by the people, for the people, from The Common People. And this is really good too. This is also like a kind of a psych pop, a little, well, not maybe psych pop, but it's like psych leanings, but it's not like heavy, hard psych. But it's really good. I really did enjoy this one a lot too. I've never heard it before until I got it. So yeah, it's great. Some of the songs, Soon There'll Be Thunder, I Have Been Alone, Those Who Love, Go Every Way, Why Must I Be, Take It From You. All of it's, you know, pretty good stuff. So that's it from what Ron sent me at Hog's Ear Report. If you never seen Ron's channel, go check it out. It's amazing. He has great collection. He's very knowledgeable on everything he talks about. The 45s he shows are just incredible. So if you don't know about Ron's Hog's Ear Report, check out his channel. And a big, huge thank you to Ron for sending me this. So, okay, now we're going to get to stuff that I picked up in the last month. And first up, this is Pretty Things, SF Sorrow. This is a 1986 reissue on the Edsel label there. And well, I was thinking about getting this I originally wanted to get get close to an original as I could, like get a mid-70s reissue on Columbia, a British press or something like that, but the prices on these were just out of my reach. But this one, it's a reissue. It's pretty close to an original as far as the graphics go and stuff like that. But I was reading the reviews of it on Discogs, and one of the reviewers said that this was like the best sounding version he has ever heard of this outside of an original. So it was a decent price. I picked it up because this is something I really wanted for a long time. I have a original US version of this, but I wanted one with this cover. But yeah, this is so good. Everybody knows SF Sorrow. It's a fantastic psych album. If you don't know it, check it out. It's really good. I'm so glad to have that. And up next, this is Jade Warrior, released. I think this is their second album. I'm not sure. Okay, this came out in 1971. But yeah, it's great stuff. Some of it's kind of mellow, and then some of it's kind of like hard rock. A really good mix of those two styles. But great stuff from Jade Warrior, their second album, released. And then this one, I found this. This is more of a novelty than it is anything great musically. It's mostly just Timothy Leary giving his lectures on LSD. And there's like background accompaniment, like someone's playing guitar and someone else is playing like the tabla. But it's a cool artifact from the 60s. It's a soundtrack to a movie, I guess, from 1968 that was just Timothy Leary doing his lectures on LSD. But still kind of a neat 60s artifact to have. Oh, and also pretty cool looking colored vinyl there. Nice psychedelic, kind of fits the theme of the music or the theme of the album. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Like I said, it's not great musically, but it's kind of a cool artifact to have. So there you go. Turn on, tune in, and drop out. Timothy Leary. And up next, this is Golden Earring. This is like the first album that they recorded under the name of Golden Earring. Before that, they were called the Golden Earrings, and they were like a pop rock band. But this was the first album they did. This from 1970, and this is the first album where they turned to do hard rock, and it's got a touch of psych to it too. But yeah, this is so good. It's a really good album. And now that I think about it, this is their second album under the name of Golden Earring. Their first one under that name was 8 Miles High. So this is the second one, and this is on a strange label I've never seen before, Dwarf Records, out of Canada. So yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, great find. Great album too. Nice hard rock. Some of the songs are on here. This is the Time of the Year. Big Tree Blue Sea is really good. Wall of Dolls, Yellow and Blue. I'm going to send my pigeons to the sky. All of it's just great stuff from Golden Earring. This record is also known as the Wall of Dolls, as you can see why there. But yeah, great stuff from Golden Earring. And up next, this is a jazz album I found. This has several people on it. It's like a compilation. This is like the music you don't hear on radio, at least for the time being. And got Pharoah Sanders, John Coltrane, Alice Coltrane, John Clemmer, Ahmad Jamal, Cliff Coulter, Archie Shepp, Chico Hamilton, Milt Jackson. Really good stuff. Really cool jazz find. I just thought it was kind of unusual. This is like, should have been the first, or the front cover, and then they got this on the front. And kind of weird, but yeah, still pretty good. It's on the Impulse label. This came out in 1972, so it's not like it's a rare thing or anything, but I've never seen it before, and I thought it was kind of cool. Maybe a good sampler of artists that are on Impulse, but great stuff. And up next, this is the Naz Retrospective Foresight, Rare Tracks and Studio Outtakes. It's a bootleg from the late 70s. When I was doing some research on this, I found out that these first 3 songs here are not the Naz, they're the Move, the band that later became Electric Light Orchestra. But yeah, pretty good. Not all great sounding. There's a few songs on here are kind of rough sounding, but most of the album sounds pretty good. The interesting thing to have if you like the Naz. And up next, this is Canned Heat, live at Topanga Corral. This is so good. I love Canned Heat. This is mostly the original lineup. Still got Al Wilson there, Bob Hite. All really good, but man, this is so good. The Bullfrog Blues, Sweet 16, I'd Rather Be the Devil, Dust My Broom, Wish You Would, and When Things Go Wrong. Just great live album from Canned Heat. Lots of good boogie rock and blues. Just great stuff from Canned Heat. This came out in, of course doesn't say, but I think it was like early 70s. So yeah, good stuff from Canned Heat. And up next, this is The Final Solution. This is a band from South America. I'm not sure where, maybe Venezuela or something, but it's kind of psych pop. It's pretty good. All original songs on here. And yeah, it's just like a psych pop. But it's good. They do songs like The Missing Eye, Let Me Know, Empty Song, You Can't Complain, Never Be Mine, Writings on the Wall, The Sun Is Gone, and All That Glitters Isn't Gold. But pretty good stuff. If you like psych pop done South American style, check this one out. It's not too bad. Up next, this is Savoy Brown, and the album's called Shakedown. This is the very first Savoy Brown album, and after this album the band kind of disintegrated, and the only one guy, Kim Simmons, I think his name is, yeah, he formed a whole new band of still Savoy Brown but different members. But this is their very first album, and it was never released in the United States. And man, is this good. It is just so good. This is a reissue from, I think, like 2011, and this originally came out in 1969. But if you like electric blues, check out Savoy Brown. Great stuff. And a couple more here. Up next, this is the Pot Group. This band from England. This album came out in 1979 originally. This is a reissue from 1996 on Radar Records. But this band is like pretty wild. They're kind of like avant-garde, free jazz, experimental, funk punk, if that makes any sense. But it's just, it kind of has the vibe of Talking Heads, Remain in Light. It's got that kind of percussion to it, so it gives it kind of a vibe of that. But the one song on here is called She Is Beyond Good and Evil. It's like, oh man, that is such a good song. I mean, it's a creepy album cover too. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Like I said, very experimental, post-punk, free jazz, punk funk, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good, and I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, Pot Group. Oh, the name of the album is Why, which I somehow always seem to forget, but there. But yeah, pretty good stuff. And the last one here, this is Shangri-La, this Stone Temple Pilots, Shangri-La Dee Da. It's their album that came out originally in 2001. I think this is like a 2015 reissue. But I think this is also the last album that Scott Weiland was on. But yeah, it's pretty good. Good songs like Dumb Love, Days of the Week, Coma, Hollywood Bitch, Black Again, Hello It's Late, Too Cool Queenie, and Transmissions from a Lonely Room. It's all pretty good stuff from the Stone Temple Pilots. Great stuff. Okay, so that's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks again to Ron at Hog's Ear Report. Just a great VCLT package. I really enjoyed that a lot. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. I'm up to 800 subscribers now, so that's cool. And thanks to everyone who leaves comments. And I guess that'll be it for now, and we'll see y'all next week. Take care, VC.